Master Thesis Instructions Part 4 Solution Video. Step 1. Change all captions to font color black, text 1 lighter 50%. As you know, we need to do this in the caption style. So let's go to our caption style and let's change the caption to font color black, text 1, but lighter 50%. That's this one. Okay. Now let's just scroll down to have a look at one of our captions. Here we are. The color has changed. On page 9, the caption figure 1 style area and so on got separated from its object. So we're at page 7. We're pretty close. Here it is. So we noticed that, I think it was in part 3 or part 2, I don't remember, and then I told you that we would leave it till now to change this. So now you've learned why this happens and how we can solve this. So if we, in the caption style, if we change this to keep with next, it will always stay together with the next paragraph. This is the case, obviously, for captions preceding their object, so that are placed at the top of the object. So let's go to the caption style, the paragraph, dialog box, line and page breaks, keep with next. So now we've not just applied this to this one caption that was orphaned, but none of the captions that are placed on top of at the top of the object will ever get separated from their object again. Next step, step 3. At the end of the table of contents, insert 2 blank paragraphs. So let's go up. This is the table of contents. 2 blank paragraphs, and in the second blank paragraph type, table of figures. This needs to have the same style as a stock title, so we have to type this in capital letters, I think. Let me just scroll down, I'm not sure. No capital letters, so this is fine. Table of figures, and we need to apply the stock title that we created. Here it is, and we hit enter. So as you can see, the next paragraph is continued in the stock title style. We need to modify the stock title to prevent this from happening. So what is actually going on in this style? The style for the following paragraph is also stock title, whereas this is not good practice for titles. Usually when you type a title and then you enter, so go to the following paragraph, you want to continue in the normal style. So this is exactly what we want to do here. But obviously this will not change for this blank paragraph. So we need to clear the formatting of this paragraph to make sure we're back in the normal style. One more thing that we need to check: I've applied the stock title. I need to make sure that it will not appear in the table of contents by going to references and text do not show in table of contents. Now we are inserting a table of figures, which is step number 5 in your assignment. First for the tables and immediately after that for the figures, and we do not need to change the standard settings. So references, insert table of figures, first for the tables, okay, and then for the figures. Okay, so as you can see, Word adds a blank paragraph after every table of figures. Now, because our normal style has 12 points spacing after, this makes for a total of 24 points, because our paragraph is 12 points and we've added 12 points spacing after to our normal style. I find this to be too much space, so what we are going to do is take away the spacing after for this blank paragraph only using direct formatting. So I've put my insertion point in the blank paragraph, I've opened the paragraph dialog box, and I'm setting the spacing after to 0. So we're now at step 7. We are almost finished with our master thesis instructions. So let's scroll through the document from top to bottom to see if there are any more problems that we need to solve. So we're going to start from the top. Our title page looks fine. Second page looks fine. Table of contents, we know that it looks fine. Table of figures as well. So let's scroll down. Table. We see that we have a blank paragraph after this table, and we actually have a blank paragraph after every table in this document. Now, we don't really like blank paragraphs to create space. Now, if we delete it, then the text following the table is too close to the table, so we can't really do that right now. So what we need to do is to create distance from the table to the surrounding text. You can actually do this in the table properties dialog box. Unfortunately, you cannot set this in the style, because this would have been a solution, as we have created a table style. Remember the table master in one of our previous parts of the master thesis instructions, but unfortunately you cannot set this distance in the style. You have to do it for every table individually. So I will select the table, right click and go to table properties. What I need is this button positioning. It's now grayed out, so inaccessible to me. So I need to set the text wrapping to around to get access to this button. So let's click positioning. So let's set up, let's say, 0.5 centimeter as distance between the table and the text below the table. But as we have set the text wrapping to around, this means that the text may actually also appear to the right of the table, which we don't want, because this table does not cover the entire width of the page. So to make sure that the text will not go to the right of the table, we will set a distance from the text to the table. Let's say, I think about 3 centimeters will definitely be enough. Click OK. OK, and now you see that the space has been added, and now we can safely delete this blank paragraph. So let's move through our document to see if we have any other problems. Again, a page with a blank paragraph, a table with a blank paragraph, and we will do the same thing here. Table properties, around, positioning. Now this table does cover the entire width of the page from margin to margin, so we will not need to add a right distance, but we will set the bottom distance again to 0.5 centimeter, and now we can delete the blank paragraph. We continue, again a blank paragraph, and we do the same thing. Table properties, around. Again, no problem with text appearing to the right of the table, so we set the bottom distance to 0.5 centimeter. And we can delete the blank paragraph. One more table. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this is the last one. 0.5. And we delete the blank paragraph. Another problem here. The follow these steps to update the table of contents got separated from the numbered list, which doesn't really make sense. We would actually want this to stay together with this at all times. So we need to change this so that this will stay together with the next paragraph at all times. We cannot do this in a style. Well, you could create a style for this, obviously, but as you may not have too many instances of this, this might not be necessary. So we will make the change using direct formatting. So what we need to do is to set up this paragraph to keep with next. So I click in the paragraph and open the paragraph dialog box, go to line and page breaks, and select or check keep with next. Now they will never get separated. I think this is the end of the problems. I think there are no more problems in this document. We're almost at the end. This is not a problem. This is something you've not been taught. These are bookmarks, references, which we do not have time for. And we've come to the end. And yeah, we could delete this blank paragraph, but I don't see a problem in it being there. So that's that. That finishes our Master Thesis Instructions Part 4, which means that you are now ready for the word sample exam. Enjoy!